And we're here with another episode of Conversations and Connections. We're the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson. I'm the prevention coordinator for the agency. And today we're on the road again. We're taking the studio on the road. We're in Diboll at the Boys and Girls Club of America here in Diboll. And with me today, and Celeste, thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And Celeste is the director of the Diboll Boys and Girls Club. And Celeste, I should have asked you this before we started recording. Is your last name, is it Goeyns?
It's Goeyns.
Goeyns.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have been saying that wrong to myself all this time since we've known each other. So it's Goeyns. Celeste Goeyns is the director of the Boys and Girls Club here in Diboll. Yes. So, and one of the reasons I was wanting to have Celeste on the program is that the Family Crisis Center, we do have a relationship with the Boys and Girls Club now for the past couple of years at least. We've been coming mostly to the Lufkin Boys and Girls Club during the summer and some during the school years to talk to their kids about healthy relationships, and we even touch on bullying and things like that. And this summer, Celeste actually approached us when we were in Lufkin saying, hey, would you like to come to Diboll and do some stuff this summer? And so we said, sure. So Celeste, first of all, just tell me a little bit about the purpose of the Boys and Girls Club. I think a lot of people have probably heard of the Boys and Girls Club. I even remember when I was young, it used to not be the Boys and Girls Club. It used to be the Boys Club.
Oh, really?
I told you something you didn't even know.
Oh, my goodness.
I remember that back in the day, these PSAs on TV, when I was a kid, it was the Boys Club. And then later, of course, they got more inclusive and is the Boys and Girls Club. But what I want to do is just ask you, what does the Boys and Girls Club do in the community? What's the purpose of the Boys and Girls Club?
So our purpose is to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. And we run a summer program as well as an after-school program. They're kind of different. Our summer program, it's from 8 to 5, and they're in pretty much each room for about like an hour, and we have a game room, we have a STEM room / computer lab, arts and crafts, the gym, a teen center, and then we also have a healthy habits area as well. And then we go on field trips, and a couple field trips that we go on would be like the movies, Splash Kingdom, hijinks, and then in about a couple of weeks we'll go to NASA, to the Space Center in Houston, and as far as that goes, they're here all day, so we kind of keep them busy as much as we can. And the after-school program itself, it usually runs from like 3 to 7, and it's a little bit different. So because they're only here for 4 hours, we do help out with homework, and we do have a computer lab as well, just in case they do need to use that area.
Okay.
And we have our game room, and then at some point, we will use, like on Fridays, we'll probably do like arts and crafts, and then the Museum of East Texas, they're actually willing to come down as well and do a couple, artwork activities with our kids. And we might run a couple different Boys and Girls Club programs as well, such as like Passport to Manhood and Smart Girls.
Okay.
And so that's something that we're looking forward to, as well as Money Matters. Southside Bank, they're probably going to run that as well.
Okay, and so you've just said so much.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I kind of want to go back a little bit and touch on. So during the summer, the kids, what time do the kids start getting here during the summer?
Early drop-off is 7:30.
Wow,
yes.
Okay, and they're here, or they can be here all day.
Pretty much,
until
yes. And we close at 5, and they have like about... They usually don't leave until like about 5:30.
Okay. So providing different activities for the kids to do, just gives them something to do during the summer if they don't have something to do themselves, I guess.
Right. Yes. And then they do eat as well. They'll eat from 8 to 9, and then we provide them lunch from 12 to 1.
Okay.
And then we also, like this week, we opened up a concession stand, so we do sell that. We sell them a couple snacks between like the hours of 2 to 4.
And what are the fees? Like if a parent wants to enroll their kids in the summer program, what does that usually run?
So for the whole summer here in Diboll, it is $50, and we do take monthly payments as well, and that's $30.
Okay.
And then just depending on their insurance, like we take a Mayor Group or Superior, and that would be free for them to come in the summer. However, if you use it for the summer, you can't use it for the after-school program, and it goes the other way around. If you use it for the after-school program, you can't use it for the summer.
So people can use their insurance?
Yes, they can.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. I wouldn't have ever thought of that. You mentioned the teen room and helping with homework, and you also mentioned a healthy habits room. What is
Habits.
that?
So that room, they go in there and they kind of talk about like diets and just ways to stay healthy, and then they'll go in the gym and do like an activity.
Okay.
Just something that they can work on as far as like working out and kind of just staying in shape and all that.
Sure. Okay, awesome, great. So again, like us here at the Family Crisis Center, we're just one of a few agencies that come in and do things with the kids. I know during the summer we've been coming here every other
Week.
every other Wednesday, and I know other agencies. I've seen folks from ADAC here. Of course, we're recording this a couple of weeks before this will actually be released, but we were here yesterday, and there was also some folks from the Museum of East Texas here as well, doing some things with kids. So how important is having agencies like ours do activities with the kids and do presentations with the kids?
I believe it's very important because a child's early years are the foundation of their future development. So for that reason, providing a strong base for lifelong learning and learning abilities, it's very important.
Yeah. And I think it's neat because what we do is we'll talk to the students and we do our curriculum on healthy relationships, you know,
Right.
and we'll talk to the kids about bullying. We'll talk to them about what makes a healthy relationship. And of course, at a young age, we're not going to talk about that much about romantic relationships. You know, when we talk to them about relationships, it's also relationships with their friends and their families. And we'll talk to them about toxic friendships and kind of what that means and things like that. So I think that's it's a good opportunity for us to start reaching out to young kids on that topic as well. And I think the Museum of East Texas, they were here. They were going to do some art things.
Yes.
When we were here yesterday with them. And I know ADAT, the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council's here, so I'm sure they do all of their prevention things as far as drug use goes. So we do specifically talk to the kids about healthy relationships and bullying. Why do you feel it's important for us to come here and talk? Because you sought us out. You know, before I've approached the Boys and Girls Club in Lufkin, hey, can we come and talk to your kids? Mm-hmm. And we were actually setting up in Lufkin several weeks ago when you approached us and say, hey, I would love for you to come to Diboll. Why do you think it's important for agencies, not only like the Family Crisis Center, but other agencies as well, to come and work with these kids?
Okay, so I believe so because as humans, the relationships we form with other people are vital to a child's mental health, emotional well-being, and just really our survival or their survival. Mm-hmm. And also, humans have an inherent desire to be close to other people and to connect and to build relationships. So, for that reason.
Awesome. Okay. You seem to really have a heart for this, Celeste, and you're a young person. I'm not going to touch that as far as begin to ask how old you are. But for the work that you do, what made you decide to do this, to work with young kids? Because you got how many kids do you usually have enrolled here? Right now,
I have an average of at least 150 kids, and a day we've been seeing about between 90 to 100 kids.
And I know you have a staff here. It's not just
Yes.
you, obviously, but what made you decide to do something like this?
Um, so I like a challenge, and I like to see what I'm able to, kind of, how would you say it? I guess I just like to see what I'm able to do. And
Okay.
so, at first I was kind of like, I wasn't sure. I was nervous. I didn't think that I was able to do it. But then again, when they asked me, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to say no and then not see what I'm able to actually accomplish. And so, because I knew what I wanted to do in life, but also I enjoyed working for Boys and Girls Club, and because I was in Lufkin for almost 5
And
years.
I just want to point that
Right.
out. Before you were the director here in Diboll, you were working at the Lufkin Club.
Yes, sir. And I worked there for almost 5 years. And
Yeah.
so I was attached to the kids, but I've enjoyed working for kids. I also work for pre-K4, with pre-K4 at Garrett Primary. So I did that for a little bit. But as far as like working with kids, I took on this line of work because I want to be able to, how would you say it? I'm so sorry. I can't even think right now. I want to see I just want to see our kids be able to become successful. So, and
Right.
with that, that means that we're their mentors, and we should be able to at least kind of push them to just to kind of go for what they actually want. And so, I mean, we can kind of talk to them. We can be there for them. We can also like attend their games or actually
Sure.
like, and whenever they receive certificates in the school, like we could attend those, and just knowing that we're there for them and we want to see them become successful. And I mean, it makes them happy.
Yeah.
And they'll have some type of self-assurance that they're able to do it, and that people are actually willing to be there for them and
Right.
want to see them, do great things in life. So,
Have you had any training in working with kids? I mean, I don't know. Have you
what do you mean?
been to college? Have you
No,
taken any classes,
so,
like in child development or anything? Or
not really. Growing up, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but for the most part, I was helping my mom with my siblings.
Yeah.
So, not really. It was just kind of, keeping an eye on them.
what do you think? What does the future hold for you? Do you think, is this something that you would, not necessarily saying you'll stay with the Boys and Girls Club for the rest of your life,
Right.
but do you see yourself doing things like this or something related to this?
Yes. My plans are to continue right now, or to rebuild the club and bring in Boys and Girls Club programs, such as, like I said, Smart Girls, Passport to Manhood, Money Matters, and as well as maintaining a safe and fun environment as of right now. I am in school, and I do plan to use that degree at some point to become a juvenile probation officer. So...
Okay, so where are you going to school
Sam
at?
Houston.
Sam, all right,
Yes.
go Bearcats.
So I do online classes, and
Okay.
I just transferred there a year ago, I believe. So I'll be
Okay.
finished next year with my bachelor's
in
in criminal justice.
criminal
Yes.
justice. Okay, yeah, Sam is very well known for their criminal justice
Yes.
program. Right here, class of 1989.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, we didn't have online class. But no, we didn't. We didn't even know what online was back then.
And hey, it's really helpful. I'm able to get my degree as well.
Yeah, and you're still able to do this, and
Right.
because this is a full-time
It
gig
is.
you got going on here.
It is, but it's fun. I enjoy
Right.
working with these babies. They're so sweet.
Real quick, I was going to ask you before we wrapped things up: is there, if someone wants to enroll their child either in the after-school program? I know as we talk now, summer's kind of starting to
And
end. Are there any prerequisites, or is there any pre-qualifications for a child to qualify to come here? Or
so we accept 1st through 12th grade, all year round. So
Okay.
just kind of going into, so we put them in the group that, in the summer, we put them in the group that they're going into, or the grade that they're going into next year.
Okay.
Same thing for the after school program, we put them in the grade that they're currently in. So it
Okay.
kind of depends. And that's because we have them separated
Yeah.
by age groups. So,
Okay.
well, grade levels, and that's like first and second together, third and fourth, fifth and sixth, and then seventh through 12th grade.
So I know, like when we come here, we mostly talk to the middle schoolers or
Right.
fifth and sixth
Yes,
grade.
sir.
But you threw me a curve at the beginning of the summer, and I really have enjoyed this. We've only done this once a month, and I think we'll do it one more time before the summer wraps up. But you specifically asked me, could we do something with the first and second graders? I was like, whoa, okay, sure, we'll try it. Let's try it once and see. But Celeste, let me tell you, I have absolutely loved working with that age group. They are so sweet,
Right.
and just so I don't even know what the word. I don't know if I want to say they're so innocent, which they are. But I mean, like we talked to them about consent, but the way we introduced the concept of consent to them is, about talk to them about sharing.
Right.
Before you take something of your friends, ask before you take it, and and before you run up and give someone a hug or whatever, just ask them first. Hey, can I give you a hug? And they were just, I don't know. I love them. I mean, it's been so awesome with those little ones. Celeste Goeyns, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is something different. I've never
It's something
done this
different. I
before.
know. I think I threw you a curve. I said,
Yes.
hey, I got this podcast. Would you like to do it?
I couldn't tell you no. I was like, no, I kind of want to do it. So.
Well, that's awesome. And if you have any questions about today's show or any show that we do have an email address that is conversationsandconnections@fccet.com. And as always, if you feel like you need our services, if you feel like you need the Family Crisis Center for any reason, you can give us a call. We have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week hotline. That number is 1-800-828-7233. That's 1-800-828-7233. And be sure and subscribe if you like what you hear. We are available, of course, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or the podcast service of your choice. Just give us that subscribe, and we would appreciate that. And as always, remember, be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.